And welcome to yet another Scarlet and Violet video. It has been a very long time since I did a Scarlet and Violet video because I don't cover leaks. And we haven't had news in months. And now we have more news than I can cover alone. So this time I brought the entire Foxfire crew with me.
Mark,
Hello, everyone.
we're coming fresh off of this week's Foxfire episode,
Yeah.
so
So our voices might be hoarse.
Yeah.
This is my crazy idea. I didn't want to do this one alone because I feel like this would be super fun if we did it all together. So does everyone have their map up?
I do.
I do.
Awesome. So shall we start where we think the game is going to start, right at the dead center in the bottom?
Yes.
Okay. We know this is our house from the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen this many times. House all the way to the right side of this little area. Do you think that's going to be the professor's house?
Probably.
Or Nemona's.
Yeah.
Ooh, could definitely be Nemona's.
It's
Yeah.
it's either the lab or it's the rival house.
I'm leaning more towards rival house now because I think when we go up to the academy, we can see there's like a spot for a future lab and a past lab.
I will mention, just because it could be the rival house doesn't mean necessarily that it would be Nemona's house, because we haven't
True.
had
Yeah,
a
three
solo
rivals.
rival in a long time.
Nope, it could be Penny's house or the other guy who
Yeah.
is like 31 and still in school.
Arvin.
We all had that. We all had one of those.
Yeah.
You did?
I mean, I just have to say this map, like not just like the art for the map. I'm saying the map in general is so expansive. Like you can see where we're going to be able to actually climb and go.
Oh, I actually have a comment. I think that might be the lab, because if you look carefully, there's a stairway leading down to a battlefield, and that doesn't seem like something that a rival would just have.
Yeah.
True. I mean, well, Nimona is all about battling.
Well, yeah, but
mind.
also it's kind of a private beach.
True. So whoever
could just
lives
be
there
rich.
is well.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever lives there is very wealthy.
Yes.
I mean, our house is the player house is quite nice too, so we might be wealthy as well, but we don't got a private beach.
Yeah, it looks like there's also like a small not patio, I don't know, some sort of courtyard type thing out front.
Oh yeah, it
I
definitely has
don't-
like a
I
a
don't think it's
veranda.
just some house.
No, that's definitely a major character's home.
Yeah.
Okay, let's. Those cliffs above the player's home. It's crazy that we're going to be able to climb those, and Pokemon are going to be all over.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Oh, and we have the names for the grotto and the path. By the way,
Oh, really?
there was a screenshot from the trailer that showed the name. It was like the overlay map, and it was like Auto Path and the Inlet Grotto.
You know, low key, I kind of want to see the Altaris map in this style.
That would
God,
be
that'd
crazy.
That would be awesome. Like, how would you even go about making art like
don't
this?
know.
Like, I'm a sucker for map art. And
I feel like this is just one of those things where you start with a large canvas and then you just keep expanding the canvas.
Mm-hmm.
If we go up the path a tiny bit, that lighthouse, we've seen many of these around the whole region.
Yeah.
Do you think they're just regular lighthouses, or do you think they're going to have some significance like the other towers, which we'll get to eventually? Or do you think that
I think they'll just be notable landmarks and not necessarily important to the plot.
Kind of like how Unova had all those bridges.
Right. Like, this is the first time I'm going over it myself, so I don't have like a pre-planned thing out. I'm just noticing underneath it where the grotto is, you have that entire river and waterfall.
I literally just noticed that too and was about to bring it up. Like, wow.
Yeah, this is well thought out. Like, I can't wait to explore this.
Yeah.
You got like a wetlands area to that, but should we stick to the paths for now? Just comment what we see along the way.
Yeah, stick to the path, but like if there's obvious branches, talk about
Mhm.
them.
Oh yeah, definitely. Do you want to cross the bridge?
Sure.
Okay, so this is going to be the first town, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
yeah, because you got the little Pokestop gas station on the side. 4 houses only.
Eh. Scale is always weird in
Oh yeah, definitely.
RPGs.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'm just trying to think. Do you think important characters are going to live here, or this is just a town you pass
No,
through to
those houses look too cookie cutter.
Very true. Yeah, they are. Like only one's different. 3 are the no 2 were the same. They're just 2 different houses, just pasted twice.
Yeah.
But
You gotta cut
There'll
corners
probably be
somehow.
something mildly plot important in the little lake to the side of it there, since it
Yeah.
has a path.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like our first water type Pokemon. We can no because the bridge is right there. We can definitely have water type Pokemon before even going to the first gym.
I mean, just because you have the bridge doesn't mean that you can do anything with it, because you're not going to get the fishing rod right out the gate.
Yeah.
Oh, don't hold your breath about there being a fishing rod in the game period.
That's not my point.
I know. I'm just saying
Yeah.
there's no fishing.
But yeah, I'm just saying there's probably just going to be like a little bonding moment between one of the rivals and the player character on that little lake there as you pass by it.
They ain't here writing the story for the game. I like it. I think we might meet. Definitely, I think we're going to meet like a major character here or something.
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
On our way to Academy, maybe we meet Penny here or the other guy.
Arvin.
Arvin, yeah. Did you hear? There's theories about Arvin that he might be the son of professors.
Hmm.
Because they have same eyes, same hair, same eyebrows. So the name of the city has been revealed. I just don't remember it. It's in the Pokemon site. Sounds very Spanish. This is a beautiful city. And I was not expecting it to be this massive.
Oh, we're
And they
actually
showed
at
it
the
in the
city.
trailers.
Okay.
Yeah, I just skipped the rivers and lake and the
Yeah.
little bridge. I just went, let's go to the
Too
city.
much.
Hmm.
But yeah, so the Academy is here, and turns
Mhm.
out that, what I was assuming was just the League headquarters is actually the Academy.
Yeah, I know. I thought I was going to be the League 100, but well, technically it might still be the League
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the
I mean,
final
yeah.
exam. This is where I'm going to say this is either the professor's house or not house, but like place at the Academy because we see the old primal style treehouse and then the futuristic observatory. Or it could be referencing the Elite Four, and we just don't see the other 2 areas.
And did you notice that behind the dorms on the northwest, there's a cave?
Yes, and it comes out on top, which goes up
Yep.
even further to a place that makes no sense. I have a think I know what this building might be. I think this might be like the battle tower area.
Or it's a gym.
I don't know. The gyms all have a specific thing, and there's 8 of them around the area. All these little white towers and nothing fancy with them.
It's a contest hall.
I don't think those towers
I
are
would die.
gyms.
Oh no! When we get to it, I'll point it out. They're not.
Okay.
Those towers are the watchtowers are definitely not gyms.
Oh
I have
wait,
a
you
theory
mean
about
those
this.
other? Oh, I was. Yeah.
I don't think there's a gym at all in the starting city.
I mean, I
I
don't think
don't
that gym is technically part of the starting city, but
I don't see this being a battle facility. I see it being either non-battle related plot important building, kind of like the museum thing in Kalos,
The
or
only reason why I said it might be battle related, it has a Pokemon battle arena on top
yeah,
of it.
it's literally just League.
could be.
Could be the league. It could be where the final battle happens for the Pokemon League.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the champion battle.
Mm-hmm. The center of the town, we've seen this in the trailer many times, and we know this
Mhm.
is all stores around it too.
Yeah.
So what else?
Those
I mean, there's
townhomes
also
are really
important.
clustered.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
thing is,
like that.
this is actually like Spanish style architecture too.
I
Yeah.
don't like it.
No, not many people do. European
I,
houses.
I think it looks nice.
It looks cluttered to me.
Hmm.
I would not want to live that close to someone.
So
anything
this
else?
is probably where the game opens up.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we take ourselves west or east?
I vote east because it looks more interesting.
Left
Okay.
or right? That's right. That's correct.
Yes.
Okay, let's go right. Now we are in Badlands, it looks like, or canyons.
Yep.
We got another one of those gas stations.
Yeah.
And then we come to two towers.
Yeah. Like everywhere else on the map, the towers are mostly just
Far apart.
yeah, like, one to an area, but here we have two to an area,
Mhm.
which is interesting.
I have a thing. I think I know what these are going to be. Like, who here has played Assassin's Creed?
Nope.
I've briefly played the first game. I have the games, I just haven't gotten the chance to play.
You know when you have to climb to the top of a tall building and you
Oh.
reveal a portion of the map?
Yeah.
I think that's what these are going to be. Like, you climb to the top and you observe the area,
Okay,
and it unlocks like vision on the mini map.
that would be a solid theory if one of them wasn't immediately bordered by a higher elevation.
I mean,
This is Game Freak we're talking about.
yeah, and like comparing it also to the Sheikah Towers in Breath of the Wild, like a lot of those weren't like on the highest elevation either.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
I'm saying that like the top tower here is like pretty low elevation compared to the stuff that's north of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is there a tower north of it? Until you get to that really bad lands.
Hmm.
Maybe like the one north of the road reveals that forest, where the one south reveals the mountain area.
Maybe.
If it is working
Also,
the way I
if
think.
you like briefly scroll up to where you saw that other tower, that one has an
Mhm.
entire new layer compared
Ooh.
to the
Yeah, that has
these two.
3 towers to it. Huh. And another thing with these towers, they have very different architecture compared to everything else in the region,
Yes.
Yeah.
making them look ancient.
I wouldn't
Maybe
say
we won't
I
learn
wouldn't say they look ancient.
medieval.
No. I don't see a time period associated with these. They just have different architecture.
They remind me of like castle turrets. What kind of Pokemon are you think? Oh, I just noticed something.
Oh.
Hmm.
If you follow that road between the two towers south,
Oh
it
yeah, I noticed
connects
that.
to the lakelands.
Yeah, I
to the
noticed
south.
that.
Yeah.
This entire map is interconnected. I love it.
I mean, it's open world.
It shouldn't be so foreign to me because I've played so many open world games
Yeah.
for Pokemon.
I mean, this is
It's
literally
so
what
foreign.
open world means, Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. Well, since
And-
we're in the area, there's a gas
Yeah,
station down on the beach.
I just saw that too. Huh.
Interesting.
That's
I
interesting.
feel sorry for the workers there. So far
Right.
away.
That's not even the worst one.
I know. What? There's a worse one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Um,
We'll
I
get there.
don't see it from the first. I zoomed all the way out. I don't see it from a first glance.
We'll get there.
Okay,
We'll get there.
We'll get to it. Okay. And there's like two little. Oh no, just one little island out in the sea. Huh. Do you think this is? No, I don't know. This doesn't look like Wooper land. Maybe
I think
that
the
little
top
dirt
part
spot.
is the
Yeah, like the jungle marshy area,
yeah.
which we will get to shortly.
Also, where are we? Are we still between the two towers?
Yeah, let's get back to the
Okay.
two towers. Let's orient ourselves there. I'll go to the town.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. This one has a gym in it because see
Yep.
that white building right there? Near the pool?
Yeah.
Those are the gyms. We saw them in the trailer.
Oh,
And
those
there
are
are 8 of them. Yes, those are the actual gyms.
There's a hedge
Unfortunately, all
maze.
the gyms look the same. Yeah, that makes me think this is going to be a grass-type gym, maybe?
Maybe.
or even a
Like, stop
flying
the
type
gym.
or bug type.
I was thinking flying type as well because of the windmill right by it, but bug type could fit too. Huh. It's got 2 Pokemon gas stations. What's that pink thing between the water features and the houses? A playground?
It's a, I don't think we can even speculate on
Yeah.
that.
I can
Probably like
scroll in to the point. It's
Flower
just a
patch.
blurb, but
It's probably a flower patch.
Yeah.
maybe yeah. And you can see the gym puzzle behind the gym. I think an obstacle course. It looks like
Hmm.
interesting.
What's the thing in the middle?
Windmill.
Is that the windmill?
Yeah, it's a
Or-
windmill
Yeah.
and a battle arena.
Oh, okay.
There's the gym building. There's a hedge maze. The battle arena with a windmill. Houses. And like a little house. Huh. That reminds me of a daycare.
Hmm.
To the right
Yeah.
of the.
Could be.
And if breeding is supposed to be changed, that shouldn't be there.
Well, just because it's changed doesn't mean it's removed.
From the leaks, the Kaka leaks, which have been all but confirmed, breeding was completely removed. There was supposed to be no daycares.
Well,
The way you
maybe
get
it's not a
eggs,
Pokemon daycare.
it's a human daycare. They just put the babies out in the
Also,
fields.
also,
Or
just-
it's just playground.
also, just because reading is removed, although for some reason I doubt that, just because that would be removed doesn't mean that there wouldn't be a daycare.
True.
Can't tell.
True. Right. Could be just for training. And
Yeah.
I didn't fully say it was removed. The way we get eggs is just changed. We breed on the go now, supposedly.
Hmm.
The Pokemon Me version of this game, you do the breeding in that.
That sounds like a health risk.
Did you just say a health risk?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I just noticed there's a little path up behind the town that goes into like a wooded area.
I mean, once again, Phoenix, it is an open world game.
If you can see that mountain, you can climb it.
Yes.
Where's my Shadow Mare? So we leaving the town and going west, east.
Yeah.
North.
A random Pokemon Center, Pokestop. I really hope that they are officially Pokestops, just to bring that into.
I agree. I'm gonna forever call them Pokestops because it's a gas station.
Why
Also,
can't I spin it?
conspicuous smudgy cloud.
I mean, you
Why
could
is
argue
this cloud here?
Giga. You could argue the thing at the top spins.
Does
Yes,
rotate.
but I
You've
want
seen
to
him rotate
spin
in the
it.
trailer.
Then you'll have to climb.
Okay.
Or just fly to it. Fly right up by it.
Yeah.
Spin it.
Wouldn't it be something if you could actually fly the legendaries through them when they spin?
That would be cool.
It would.
That would be a nice little reference. We see another one of those watchtower things.
Yeah.
And an entire island. I just noticed there's an actual island with trees off to the side.
I have that island circled on my map because I found it interesting.
What specifically? I'm curious.
I don't know. It reminds me of the one island in Breath of the Wild. The one where you get everything removed from you and you have to survive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's going to be anything like that. It's just, it reminds me of that, and I found that interesting.
Is that the only island with trees? It is.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it's probably the only island big enough for trees.
Yeah, like actual, like it could be like a landmass kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do we want to keep following the road, or do we want to just go right to the city?
Road.
Okay. The road goes to an important thing,
Yes.
which is
Flags.
interesting. Flags, yes. We've seen these in the trailers, and we've seen what's on the flags, and we've seen the flags on another thing in the trailer, that hovercraft lowrider.
Also, there's like a game trail here.
Yeah. Yeah, that goes around the mountain.
Yeah. Oh, hill, rather.
Yeah. That's cool. Like, you know damn well there's going to be like so many different Pokemon there.
So what I've seen speculation for regarding the flags is that there's going to be a race mechanic.
That would make sense.
Are we Dragon
Yeah.
Booster now?
Yes.
So you
But
think
yeah,
the evil team's going to have
if
to do
you
with
look
racing?
around at the other flags around the map, you'll notice that they are in areas that seem like that would be good racing spots.
Yeah,
True.
because like when we saw the dragon bikes, I was like, "Is this Dragon Booster now?"
I mean, the game trail Kalian pointed out would definitely make for a good racetrack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could take a shortcut up the hill and cheat. If they allow it.
You know, I just remembered even better is like, hang on. Because Dragon Booster had an interesting little thing with the gear that dragons could wear. I guess the best image that I'm going to get of it is merch. Yeah, it's just going to be merch. Open image in new tab.
Well,
image.
she's looking for that.
No, I have it right now.
Okay, you can go left of those flags and up the mountain, to the foothills of the mountain, and there's another entire area to encounter Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, I know this game looks so massive when we're like actually down into the map like this. I just hope it actually is as massive as it feels. Because from what the leaker did say, if it's as if you combined all the regions of Arceus into one region.
Neat.
It's a little bigger than that. If you
Yeah.
include all the water areas, it's much bigger than it.
Yeah, like even more in the Dragon Booster meme here. So Dragon Booster was about they call them dragons, that they don't feel like dragons to me. They're like four-legged lizard things that people use to race, and they can be equipped with gear that lets them traverse special terrain, including something called arrow gear, which lets them glide. So, like,
You took inspiration from something.
yeah, you can see where I'm going with this.
Yes. Yup. So we heading to the next city through past the flags?
Sure.
Okay. And I'm sure we're going to meet Nessa. I mean, a Nessa-like character here.
Yeah.
Or we could just meet Nessa.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see cameos from Galar
Also,
people.
2 Pokestops in the city.
Mm-hmm. There's a gym on the first little island, part of it.
They really don't want us to be losing health on our Pokemon, do they?
There's also stores and you got the internet communications with them.
Yeah.
And this city looks big enough that, like, having a Pokemon Center at the north and south kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Now, is it me or does that center of ring look like a racetrack?
Maybe.
It looks
some
like you would.
up in here.
It looks like you would play card games on it.
Yes. while riding motorcycles.
Motorcycle Dragon. It's like
That's-
5Ds all
so-
over again. We have dragons and we have motorcycles, and we have racing.
So where's our plot about about giant monsters destroying everything?
I mean, isn't that just Pokemon in general?
Fair.
So this is Scarlet and Violet is the greatest crossover to no one ever wanted.
The crossover between Pokemon, Dragon Booster, and Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
What do you think these skyscrapers are going to be? Do you think they're just like going to be set dressing, or do
I
you
think they're
going to
just
actually
set
use?
pieces.
Okay,
It looks like a hotel to me.
it does. It looks like some kind of giant resort.
The trailers made it seem pretty important. They're like, look at this building.
Yeah, they really did have that vibe with them. For them to be shown in the trailers, it makes me think these buildings are going to be important for something.
Yeah,
I mean, we also kind of thought the same about the fucking Kalos Pokemon or the power
I
plant.
know.
Yeah,
I
they
know.
kind of dropped the ball there big time. It's a very interesting city. Like, this is a city. Like,
Yeah.
I know there's not many cities on the map. Oh, no,
It reminds me of that one city in Kalos. I think it's called Comarine.
Where you get the Megastone?
No.
Or the one before it?
No, there's like a water city. I think it's called Comarine.
Oh, where the sundial is.
No, that's Anastar.
Oh. Where you get the fossils revived?
No. It was late game. It was like... Hang on.
I used to know Kalos really well.
Yeah. I'm going through the same thing. Like,
I think I might know which city you're
Coraway?
talking
it's-
about, but I
I was thinking of
don't remember the name.
Coumarine. The one
Oh.
where it's like split in two.
Okay.
And there's boats in the northern part. I'm just gonna
Still
link
don't
you.
remember it. I have to play through X and Y again. Not a bad thing. Also, there's another lighthouse here.
yes.
I was
Very
thinking of
interesting.
this.
Like, I love that there's a lot of lighthouses. That giant region that's in the water.
Has it been said that there's going to be like a picture taking mechanic in this game at all?
There's a selfie mechanic for you can take selfies with your
What if
friends.
there's just like a little side quest thing to take selfies with all of the lighthouses?
I would
Oh,
be
good
impressed.
lord.
That would be awesome.
You know, nothing like with big rewards or anything, but just like, you know, little
Yeah,
side
like, just like
quests
a-
that you can do.
yeah.
Can you take a selfie in front of a world-destroying thing?
I hope to God yes, because I will
Sure.
do that for the meme.
Yeah.
So we head right into the Badlands after this.
Yeah.
And I don't think this works geographically.
No, the entire map just doesn't really work geographically, climate-wise at all.
Yeah, like, I don't want to, like, skip to where we're not yet, though. You have a place that's in perpetual autumn. You have a desert where a desert would never be.
Hmm.
A desert would be on the right side of the region, but not where this wasteland is. And
Oh.
there's not mountains big enough to make a desert.
We can get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. But there's another triple tier tower in this
Well,
wasteland.
that's the original triple tier tower.
Oh, we're back
Also,
to that.
the like the little crater in just to the northeast of the city might be an interesting place to catch Pokemon.
Mhm.
This doesn't.
Wait.
This doesn't look like it's a Badlands because of climate. It looks like it's been hit by meteors and it just happens to have like geothermal
Yes.
activity.
I 100% agree, because especially the one east of the tower, that's a crater. There's no way that's not a crater.
And the steam is it's either clouds, which I doubt, or it's like geothermal activity, which has nothing to do with biome.
Oh, I just realized that those clouds there over that region and the clouds over east of that little Windhouse Village.
Mm-hmm.
And out besides the ones covering the DLC area and the edge of the map.
The DLC area, that's actually probably just Kalos.
Yeah.
South Kalos.
Yeah.
Those are the only two instances that there's being covered. Things are being covered on the
Yeah.
map purposely. Oh, and near the lakes,
Yep.
as well.
Yeah, there's some very conspicuous cloud cover.
Uh-huh. Oh, they're hiding plot points here. They're definitely hiding plot points, especially 100% hiding something.
Especially in this kind of wasteland area.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just interpreted that as steam, not clouds, because of the way that they're angled.
Point. And I think we're saving it for last, but then there's a major big cloud thing that's being covered by something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's save that for the end of the video.
Mm-hmm.
We got another horseshoe shaped tongue twister
Horseshoe.
lake here, like from Hisui.
A horse-shaped shoe.
Yes. Can you imagine how uncomfortable a horse-shaped shoe would be?
I mean, just have the
It
horse
depends
shape
on-
where your foot isn't.
And
so
I have wolf slippers, so
I don't
it's
think
just
that's
a
the
shoe
same thing.
with horse legs underneath it.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, that's what I'm picturing. I'm picturing slippers with 4 legs.
It's like a high heel, but extra.
Exactly. Oh dear. But I know for a fact we saw this area in the trailer when they were showing the gliding mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
It was either this crater or the crater near the gas station where the flags are. We saw them. And there was a bunch of cave entrances all over the wasteland area.
there are 2 Pokestops here that are weirdly close together.
Mm-hmm. Which makes me think they're there for a reason, like before the flags for a reason, and then in the town down here. And this town doesn't remind me of a town. It reminds me of an archaeological dig.
There's a battlefield there.
Yeah.
Definitely something interesting is going to happen here. So there's 2 paths to follow from here: the path with the flags, or the path that goes between the super crater and in the mountains. Do you think that goes somewhere, or do you think that just leads up to a Pokemon place?
The path of the flags looks like it's
leads...
gonna lead to late game, so let's skip that for now.
That said, I do want to point out, though, you were asking about a worse Pokestop. Look to the north of the flags.
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh God!
Yeah.
Why there? What's there? There's nothing there.
It looks like there might be a way up to the trail that goes up the mountain.
Maybe, yeah.
Could be a
But yeah,
there's
cave.
another thing we have to realize. We're only seeing this from a one perspective.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be able to see the behind everything as well.
Yeah.
Who knows what goes behind this mountain?
Also,
That's
like,
my mountain.
with that northern Pokestop, slightly to its like northwest is a single tiered tower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think these towers are going to definitely play a major part of the story.
Yeah.
somehow.
It's just I can't even speculate on what the towers are going to be because they're just there.
I don't see them being plot relevant. I see them being mechanic relevant.
Yeah, that
maybe, yeah. Maybe it like indicates where the raid dens are.
So,
or something.
like, that could be it, or like I was vaguely thinking before realizing that didn't make a whole lot of sense that it could be a jumping off point for gliding.
Oh, that's 100% definitely.
Yeah, that makes
the only
sense.
The only reason why I ever said I think it's to reveal part of the map. There's a scene in the trailer where the character's on top of it and they're just looking around in a cinematic.
I mean, wouldn't you?
But speaking of towers being weird, if we look directly right of that single tier tower on the mountain, past the jagged rocks into the jungle,
Yep.
there's 2 towers literally next to each other.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense to be
and-
revealing the map.
That looks like parkour.
And also right next to the area where there's something hidden.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also
I'm calling
flags.
this the DLC area. Oh yeah, there are more yellow flags now.
Yep.
Oh.
I have those flags circled too, but yeah, and like that looks like another great race course.
Yeah. But the two towers here look like they're leading into some sort of parkour. Because one is definitely shorter than the other. And then that taller one leads directly into one of the jagged peaks, which then leads into another jagged peak.
So you're thinking we ride the legendary Pokemon up the little tower to the big tower to the mountains?
Yeah.
Also, I really hope this top right section will be a major dungeon. I want Pokemon to have a major dungeon again.
Yes.
I'm going to say it right here, and I will bet you $1 million. This is where the pseudo legendary is. It's too dragony not to be a pseudo legendary location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also like the little lake in the valley.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A single tree on it.
Yep.
That feels like plot. Like that feels special.
It doesn't feel plot, but it does
No.
feel secret.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like you'll find a legendary Pokemon here or something.
Maybe not even legendary. It's just,
Something rare.
particularly rare Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, that goes back to the pseudos.
Yep.
And since we're in this area, if you go past the canyon over the natural bridge, that leads somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
What's that little country between France and Spain?
Andorra.
Oh, Andorra is the DLC region.
Oh my
Because there's going to be 2 DLCs because they made bank off that. You're going to get an island either to the southwest or southeast, probably southeast because you have like Africa and Gibraltar and a lot of deserty shit.
But southwest, you have the Azores.
Exactly. Like that's going to be one of those is going to be DLC, or the whole bottom half of the Mediterranean area. And then the final DLC is going to be up in this corner.
Actually,
So they have, like,
southeast
some-
makes sense too because there's the Baleares. So
Also, Southeast has the biggest cloud cover.
That's true. What if we get more than 2 DLCs? What if we get like a series of DLC?
I doubt it.
One can hope. So the end game area we just ran through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Well, technically, there's no such thing as an end game area because we
Yeah.
can go anywhere we want from the start, except if you want to fight the gyms. So do you want to backtrack all the way back or go up the mountain?
Go back to
the
the
only notable
flags.
thing on the other path is that there's that little valley in between the crater and the mountain. That looks like a neat place to catch Pokemon. There might be a cave there.
Oh, probably. That reminds me of the spot in Hisui going up in the snowy region. You get that mountain that's in between the lake and the boss battle area. That's what that reminds me of, where they had the hot spring, secret hot spring.
Yeah.
I'm getting that kind of vibe from it.
Do we want to
Also,
go?
my thing with the white towers are gyms thing. Up the mountain, you have 2 gyms on this mountain.
Which are basically right
supposedly.
next to each other.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact the one that's facing us most with the Pokestop in the battle arena, that's the ice gym because we've seen this in the trailer.
Yeah.
Flying gym, maybe? On the other side
Could
of the
be a
mountain?
dragon gym.
That could be too.
Dragons like mountains.
That's true. And will be one. I'm pretty sure because there's 8 of these white towers in the map, and we've seen them with the gym leader. It's the only other logical thing it could be because Pokestops and Pokecenters are one. Just going to call them Pokestops. Pokestops are one thing. The lighthouses are one thing, and the towers are one thing. These are the only other building we see around the whole map consistently. 8 times, in fact. What the hell's that? Oh, that's a cute. I think Kaleon's right. This is a dragon area. north gym area.
Oh, are you? Is it because of the arches that you're seeing?
Yes. Yeah, purple arches. You saw that too.
I don't know if they're purple. Like, they could be purple, but
So,
it could also just be weird pixel shenanigans.
So like,
Yeah, like I'm zoomed in to the point they're blur. They're like a black and reddish.
So, like, it's kind of been less of a thing in more recent gens, but it used to be a big trend up to about Gen 5, where if there was a Dragon Gym, it was the last one, and it was immediately preceded by an Ice Gym.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got that literally right here.
Yeah.
And if you look, there is no way to climb this mountain unless you come in from the right side, the left side rather, following a certain path where the waterfall is over the bridge.
Oh no, because if you wait, because if you look to the left, you could Skyrim your way up that.
Mm-hmm.
yes, we can. We can definitely Skyrim our way up.
There is a path between the ice gym area and to the bridge.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I think you would climb originally. The path that leads that leads down to comes over to the north of the super crater.
Because there are multiple ways up to where we assume the Dragon Gym is. It's just that one's definitely more difficult than the other.
Yeah. I just love that there's like 3 paths up this mountain.
Also, a big river that branches, and that bothers me. Branching rivers.
Yeah.
Rivers don't branch like this.
No, they don't. They don't. I've learned how to draw maps, and that's not how rivers work. I mean, at least it's flowing down.
Yeah, that's that is a good thing, but yeah.
My question is, where does the river start?
Looks like yeah.
Inside the mountain peak.
What I'm concerned about though is this mountain to the left of the big mountain.
Mm-hmm.
There's that lake at the top with the waterfall coming down from the top. There's another waterfall going back behind it. I don't think that's how any of that works.
No. But speaking of that waterfall, though, how much do you want to bet there's a legendary in that little cave?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Because that's going to be like late game. You don't get waterfall until probably like post game. If waterfall's in it at all, I'm sure you can shimmy your way up it.
Yeah.
It's going to be locked. Like there's spots for at least
just a
4
guy standing in front of it, like in Gen 1.
I have a thing to point out. So, like, to the lower right of that lake with the 2 islands, is that another cave?
Yes.
Okay. So that cave probably leads to the waterfall cave.
Maybe. Could definitely well be.
And also the little lighthouse there, too, with more flags. We could have a water race.
Yeah. So, is the villainous team just a bunch of racers?
I would love that.
That's how it was a Dragon Booster. And an Yu-Gi-Oh!
The only way to beat them is to race them.
Yes.
I just thought of something. I wonder if they're going to go full 5Ds. What if you do Pokemon battles while riding Miraidon and Koraidon?
I would love that.
Oh god, it has to happen. We have to have Pokemon battles of riding the Pokemon.
It's just going to be Sky battles all over again.
Only fast Pokemon can participate in these battles.
I feel like the only person that liked Sky battles.
I enjoyed them.
It's that they were under. My problem with them isn't that they were bad; they were just underutilized.
You had to go out of your way to even have them.
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed. No, never mind. I doubt that. I think that's just coloration in the cave, in the cliffs. What? I thought I saw another cave entrance down throughout all these cliffs in the big lake.
Oh.
Because it's like the same color, but that one is distinctly a cave. There's like a snowy path that leads up to it.
Right.
So, where to go from this now?
That's a good
We can
question.
go down the waterfall and there's another tower.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
there
do
is
it.
another tower.
We're in the Lakeland
And
now.
then there's even another tower right next to that
Yeah.
tower.
Yep, right across from each other. Those towers, cannot wait to know what they're
Oh my
for.
god! Like I have like the perfect shot to get 3 towers in my view.
I have the same exact shot, I think, because I just noticed the one down to the bottom left. Unless there's another one. Oh, that must be it. Yeah, that must be the same shot I have.
Yeah.
Then you got the land that's in perpetual autumn,
Yeah.
That's pretty.
which is weird. It is very pretty, and I can't wait to. I saw the Sawsbuck in there. We haven't seen Sawsbuck since Gen 5, I think.
I am a sucker for perpetual autumn aesthetic.
Yes.
Same.
That's why I love the rift in
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls so much.
Mhm.
That's why I main Blood Elves when I play World of Warcraft.
But you got another one of those legendary locations because you got a waterfall with a cave in it too.
Yeah.
What
And
if there are
off to the side, there's a
Mhm.
bunch of rocks in the ocean that are very conspicuous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially the 3 giant pillars with the island in the center of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's. I'll be disappointed if that's not story related.
It feels distinctly post game related.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you know what that's going to be. You know what's going to be there.
Hmm.
Raid done. That's it.
Oh my god.
Because they did that in Sword and Shield and one of the DLCs where they had this big thing all the way into distance and when you got there, all it was raid done in the Island of Armor.
I feel like that's being way too much just for Terra Crystal.
Depends
This
on what's
is
in it.
Game Freak.
Well, remember the raids are also for like specific. You can have rare typings in there. I guess I don't know how this is going to work. They contradicted themselves in their own trailer. Like they say, if you're going to have any Pokemon could have any type, then it's only certain Pokemon have certain types, and it's going to be rare types, and it's like just damn well there's going to be a post game thing where you can change the types on yourself with an item, just like with the Dynamax.
And I'd be cool with that.
Me too. It would make
Because
sense because we can change your hidden ability.
it was very nice to be able to turn my shiny Charizard from Gen 5 that was shiny Megazard Y in Gen 6 into a G Max shiny Charizard.
Mm-hmm. So where are we heading next?
We can circle around the lake.
Yeah. Also, do we think
Okay.
the islands in the lake are going to be plot relevant or just a place to catch Pokemon?
Just a place to catch Pokemon.
Place to catch Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which way are we circling? Left or right?
Well, we were at the autumn place, so like we're continuing to circle in that direction.
Yeah.
Okay, so to the lighthouse and the harbor?
Sure.
My thing with this is that like the crevice here is definitely part of a river that we don't really see the end point of. So like there's another waterfall there.
Yeah, it has to be. That's the only thing that makes sense because it's a high elevation river down to the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have to be a waterfall.
But it looks like the beach would still just like interrupt that, so I don't know what's going on there. It could be something that's just hidden from our view.
That's I think what it is. With this harbor town, real quick, it looks like we're coming back. The mall is coming back.
That's neat.
Could be.
Is that big thing in the center is definitely a mall. Some kind of shopping center.
Oh boy, I accidentally scrolled down too far, and I see something that's definitely plot relevant.
Oh, the summoning circle?
No, further to the left.
Also, just because.
Oh, whoa!
Did you not notice that?
Oh, this is the first time I've noticed that. That you can even see a picture on that.
I'm sorry, Nate. We interrupted you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
go, okay, back to the harbor.
the whole thing with the river thing, I think it just works like that. Then it's not that hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's something definitely plot relevant
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll definitely have to come to that real quick.
With the harbor town.
Yeah,
The
it's a harbor town.
sinkholes to
I
the
was
east of
just about
the
to point
harbor
those
are
out.
Ooh.
interesting.
Huh.
Yes, I was just about to point those out because those are either complete sinkholes or they go into caverns.
There's a collapsed tower.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
there's also that.
Yes, and then the summoning circle too.
There's
I'd be
a
willing
lot
to
to take
bet that
in.
the summoning circle will be completely irrelevant to any plot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It will not be utilized whatsoever.
No, you know what that's going to be?
I would bet money on this.
You know what that's going to be? You walk through the right, you walk through the far left two, and a Pokemon's going to randomly evolve.
No, you walk.
Just when you thought you escaped, Larry, you know that.
You walk in
Yeah.
the middle, and a Pokemon evolves.
Yeah, it's what it's going to be. It's going to be some stupid bullshit like that.
Who would have discovered that? Like,
shit, I forget which one is which. BEM or LGM. It'll be the evolution of that.
Ooh, a third one? Oh, that'd be awesome.
no, it's an evolution for a Stonjourner.
I mean, I was just
Please?
referencing
love
Ancient
that.
Aliens. So.
I know. I'm referencing Stonehenge.
Okay, I ain't saying it was aliens, but it was space.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure that we literally know that Stonejourner lives here. So.
Yeah, we've seen this area in the trailer, and Stonjourner's walking around. We also, I think, was it T-Tar walking around this area too?
Maybe.
Something
Should
real
we
like
go
this.
back to the east a little bit to go to this little desert resort?
Yes, I would
City?
love to go to this beautiful oasis.
Because it's interesting.
Yeah.
And there's a Pokemon gym right in the back of it.
Leads directly into the place that we do not know.
What the fuck
Yeah.
is this river doing?
Exactly. I think.
I mean, nothing makes sense here. There is just one waterfall in the place we're saving for the end.
So, obviously the river is coming from the north
Mm-hmm.
to the south,
Mm-hmm.
and then it goes
Going
through
up
the
a
city.
Oh, I just saw something. There's a waterfall there coming from the crater down into the oasis area. There's
Okay.
a little white patch of water that's a waterfall. Just realized.
That's gonna be some very gross water.
I agree. I really agree because that's two water sources mixing together.
Yeah, and in a lake instead of an ocean.
Okay,
Like-
oh hold on, time out. I gotta say something. How is this entire desert not flooded if you have two water sources leading in?
Right?
Because it's irrigated or whatever you want to call it. Because look at how the edge on the northern part of the city is.
I mean, yeah.
It's being directed away from the desert, so that's why it's not flooded.
Yeah, but still, with that much water coming down, the city shouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
And what's that all the way to the right of the city? Those are like built into the cliffs. What are those? Towers built into cliffs.
That's a good question. I have no clue what those could be.
Okay, so after Game Freak learns how to do like pretty trees and grass, I think they need a geography lesson.
Yes.
I just love how
'Cause,
there's two waterfalls mixing and nothing is coming of it.
Uh-huh. Like, I want to give this to a geography teacher and watch them have a meltdown.
I think in this case it would be geology, not geography.
Yeah.
Yeah, geology. This one would be this time.
Also, racetrack.
Yeah.
Another one, Black Flags this time. Another tower right next to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, that tower in the desert's gigantic compared to the others.
Speaking of the desert, can we just continue going west and talk about this.
Yeah, we have to talk about the elephant in the room. Why is there a giant stone door with something drawn on it? In the mountain?
In a very conspicuous triangular mountain.
That's gonna be a
Yeah.
plot thing.
Yep.
Okay, so either that door is going to open and it's a portal to the past or future, or some kind of legendary Pokemon
What
lives
if?
here.
I mean, I saw a video on this. What if that's not a door, but a big rock?
I mean,
Probably a mural.
it
Like
serves
in
the
Sword and
same
Shield?
purpose for what we're talking about.
True.
It's blocking something.
Yeah. But we
It's where the
Also-
treasure is.
just
Also, we
had.
didn't.
We
We didn't
just.
say what type do you think the gym will be in the desert oasis? I mean, the obvious answer is water, but I don't
the
like that
obvious answer
answer.
is ground. I
grass.
would say ground.
But like, we
Psychic.
just had a plot where there was a mural that was blocking something that nobody realized.
Yeah, but it's Game Freak, so and I wouldn't be surprised if they would repeat the same plot point.
And
Okay, well, Mystery Dungeon repeated the same plot point, but that's not even
Yeah.
Game Freak.
Oh, what if this is actually trapping something very bad inside the mountain?
Nice.
It's like a super ancient evil Pokemon.
Can we talk
behind
about
that
all the
door.
windmills that's along the river?
And those aren't even functioning ones. The ones that are functioning are to the further to the right. I mean, to the left. Like these are just like shitty windmills, like for grinding grain, and then you have these electric windmills facing the wrong way. Or sorry, excuse me. The ones that grind the grain are facing the wrong way.
yeah, because like, what wind is going to be coming from that fucking direction?
I don't think windmills work in reverse either.
Like,
this
if
is what happens when you try to have
Eh.
green energy. People fuck it up somehow.
if anything, the old windmill should be facing northwest
Mhm. Yes.
or even south. You know.
Any which way but east.
Yeah. East is literally the wrong direction. The wrong direction.
So
Just
either
have
west.
just have everything use gust on them.
Like I get, are these for show? And I obviously the ones on the coast are the coastal windmills that actually function like windmills. Are these just for show? Did they not know how windmills work when they built this?
Who knows?
And this the worst part is this is Portugal right now. We're in Portugal. This is a bad look for Portugal. Oh damn! Going south?
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
get away from these stupid windmills.
Yeah. The more I think about it, the crazier I want to. I go. You want to go to that little town on the cliffs or to the farm?
I want to hang on the slope for a minute because this looks like a fun place to just ride the dragon.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like old bike route kind of stuff.
Yeah. And it looks like it's all downhill,
hmm
so that looks
Ow.
like fun.
Yeah.
Or it could be all uphill. So,
It's literally the same thing. Just depends on which way you're facing.
good
Yeah.
point.
We have
No matter of perspective.
we have a 3-tiered tower that looks like it's in water.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And you got some kind of like ancient tower here.
Yeah.
And a cliff that goes into the ocean. Cliff cave that goes into the ocean.
Hmm.
Plus, that's where you come out from the cliff coming in from the north.
Wait,
I actually
where are
think
you
that
looking?
cave is going to be connected with all of the cliffs to the
Where's the cave?
west of the city.
Yeah, like
Oh, I
those
see.
west as you can go.
I
Like
see.
the road that goes right into the mountain,
Mm.
that's obvious that goes into a cave because it has no out exit. So I'm assuming that might connect to it. So it's gonna be a massive cave.
Also, I was watching a video earlier before we even had the plan to do this video, but the speculation the person had for a gym here was a ghost type gym.
I can see it. And not just because of the purple colors, but this is like a weird out of... This town is just
Yeah.
weird.
It is.
Is this desert or is this yellow grass?
I don't know.
Well, we have a desert that's like further to the east that also has a gym.
Are you talking about the farmlands?
Is that it? Farmlands? I can't tell. It's
Yeah.
brown.
Yeah, it's farmlands.
Okay.
I think it's just like overly cultivated. It's like you fucked up the land so bad. This is what
okay.
it looks like now, kind of farmlands.
Okay.
Though I don't think Pokemon would ever explore that.
I
that's
mean,
a big
this
ass
is.
waterfall.
It's also just kind of what farms look like in a dry climate.
Like, yeah, this is like olive vineyards and stuff. You're going to find some olive here.
Okay, to be fair, my brain saw like the trees in the corner of my eye and thought they were cacti. So.
There's a bunch of yellow trucks in this little town.
There are.
I bet you there's a Mew under one.
Well, if it's underneath it, then it'll be a Ditto because it got squished.
Ouch.
That explains Ditto's origin now.
Are we in the farm?
Yeah, we're in the farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all this is. It's a vineyard. It's like this. Is
But yeah, I
olives.
think this is going to be a grass gym.
I would think so. Yeah, especially with you got the gym, but across from it, the battle arena is like in a tree house kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is definitely a grass gym.
Another tower.
Another handful of towers.
Yeah.
And this brings us all the way back to the center city.
Does.
Oh, that saves the best part for last.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on in the center of the region?
It's called the Interlink.
I'm going to laugh if, we get to the end of the game and the plot point of this giant crater is just dropped.
Oh god, yeah, that's like not even.
Dude, like I would not.
Can we point out?
Can I just? I would not put it past them to pull an Interlink.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
don't say
conspicuous
Don't
area.
put that energy out into the world.
That conspicuous area that's in the middle of Unova that you never go to, and then you realize it's because that's where the multiplayer thing is.
Okay, let's just at least break that idea because we have like a Doppler radar station.
Yeah.
On the edge that's observing it at least.
Yeah.
And there's a waterfall leading down into it.
So it's Dragons in the Nine Realms.
Time vortex? What if this is a time vortex?
Ooh.
This is how we are able to farm Pokemon that haven't been revealed yet.
It's another crossover. It's Dragons in the Nine Realms.
I told you, Scarlet and Violet is the greatest crossover no one ever asked for.
Has anyone here except for me seen Dragons in the Nine Realms?
I have not.
It's a How to Train Your Dragon spin-off that takes place like in modern time. And the whole premise is that there is a crevice, canyon, fissure, something that suddenly opened up and dragons are coming out of it. And it's being observed by some mineral company thing, some development company or whatever, with basically the same kind of setup as this whole observing station.
It reminds me of the plot of Reign of Fire, a tiny bit. Like how Reign of Fire starts.
Yeah, so basically, like, the fissure opened into the hidden world. And dragons are still a thing, so they start coming out.
I mean, it could be something like that. Like, this is just like an entrance into, like a secret cavern underneath Unova. Or Unova, wow. It wouldn't be an episode of anything if I didn't misspeak.
But also, it reminds me of the anime Made in Abyss.
I haven't seen that one.
Where, the entire point of the anime is there's a big giant abyss, and there's a town around it, and people go go into it to explore it, and it's a terrible, terrible, terrible place, full of suffering.
I have a comment.
On.
You see these like leaf trails that's like all over the region?
Mhm.
Yes.
They're spiraling around this thing.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I never realized that they're all being sucked to the center.
Yeah, or at the very least, they're
Or
orbiting
expelled.
Mhm.
it. What?
I was saying, or expelled.
Yeah. And it looks like there's something shiny in the center.
Yeah, there's like a very sparkly thing right there in the eye of the storm.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not just lens flare.
Those leaves are definitely spiraling around. And I was going to comment earlier how the leaves piss me off because I know it's just to look pretty, but you would not see leaves doing this.
No, so it might not just be to look pretty. This might actually be plot importance.
I doubt it.
Maybe
kind of
they're not leaves. Maybe it's energy.
It might be. It might be what they're trying to. Because Game Freak always does. They don't show things without having meaning. So these little
Oh, yeah, you're
Orange
right. They're
blobs.
glowing.
energy. This is the crystallization energy.
Yeah, they are definitely glowing. So either it's just pretty sparkles or it's actually important.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with actually important because I hope to God this is not another Entralink thing where we have a giant, literal giant hole in the center of the region. Would you call this a crater?
Yeah.
I would call this like a massive crater.
It's like a caldera.
This is a super volcano.
Is there volcanic activity in Spain?
Oh God, I don't think so.
No idea.
But last time I checked, Spain does not have a land that's in perpetual autumn either, or a desert, or a wasteland.
Well, for something this important, it would make sense to draw inspiration from real life.
Right where that is Madrid. That's the capital. Right where the hurricane is the capital of Spain.
Hang on. Impact craters.
So what you're saying is Madrid is doomed right now.
Madrid's gone. Madrid's gone, man.
Hang on, I'm Googling something.
If you're looking for volcanoes in Spain, I already got it.
No, I was looking for craters.
And I don't want to like backtrack too much real quick while she's looking stuff up. Where that door or that rock is, where we see the legendary Pokemon standing on the rocks is right next to it, and from the first trailer. Cole pointed out. Oh, I just realized there's a beach to the south that leads to the ocean. There are so many mysteries to answer in this map. I cannot wait for at least a little tidbit, a little tease of something.
This isn't in Spain, but it's pretty.
I can't look. I have to look on my phone.
Okay.
But I'm not sure how long we've been going, but we covered the whole region.
Yeah.
Anyone want to say what they're looking forward to?
Oh, wait,
Anything
it is in Spain. Add? The Canary Islands are in Spain?
They belong to Spain, yes.
Oh. But are they in or near Spain?
No.
Oh, God, no. They're nowhere near Spain. They're like near Africa more.
Damn.
Like in the middle of the Atlantic almost.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of calderas in the Canary Islands.
Well, we've already noticed they're taking inspiration from Mesoamerica for some things too, so it wouldn't be shocking if they took inspiration from the Canary Islands for something.
Yeah, the Canary Islands are basically right off the coast of Morocco.
Ah.
Oh, not... I mean, it's far, but not far.
Interesting.
For a few days by boat. This map, though. This map has so many questions.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to explore it in 3 months. Before I start closing out the video, from you three, where would you like to explore first? When you get the game in your hands this November, where's the first place you're going once you're given free reign?
Nosedive into the storm.
You know damn well you're not going to be allowed in there.
I know.
Like, if that's anything, that's post-game.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm really curious about the town on the southwest on the cliff.
I agree. I'm very curious about that. It's so isolated from everything else in the region.
I'd
Yeah,
probably go to the autumn area just because it's pretty.
I think. What about you, Giga?
I might be a psychopath and go to the Ice Mountain.
Oh, that's
Fair.
awesome. That's not far where I'm going. I want to see this jungle area first. I want to know what this jungle area
I don't
is
really
with all the
interpret that as
Smoky
a
Mountains.
jungle. I interpret that as a swamp.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
I'm just
definitely
saying this
small.
general area. This general area might be my first go-to because I bet you there's a dragon over here or some kind of cool Pokemon. Salamence or something. But what about you? You watching right now, if you made it to the end of this, because I know we've been going for over an hour, where's going to be the first place you explore once you're given free reign? Let me know down and let us all know down in the comments below. I'm very curious to know what the first place is going to be for everybody. Yeah, tell us all what you're excited for down in the comments. Just leave a comment because that helps us grow as a channel. Anyone else want to say something?
Nope.
No?
If you
Okay,
live in
then.
Madrid, you'll have to wait 3 months for us.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Madridians. You're not represented well in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Also, if you live in Madrid, how the hell did you find us?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not. I have people who watch it from Portugal.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's still not Madrid.
No, but at least it's in the Iberian Peninsula. It's at least in the Iberian Peninsula. So with all that said, be sure to leave a like, share it around. There are links in the bottom of the video that are important. Just like the podcast, all the links for the podcast will be in this little video link as well. So go check out Kayleon's art. If you're curious about my art, the links are also down in the description below. Anyone else want to plug anything?
That was
I got
very
nothing.
forceful.
My throat is shot and words are coming out funny.
No.
Okay, then. Oh, links are down in the description below for everything that's important. So with all that said, this has been Black Phoenix with the Foxfire crew. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.